Born for this, born to write, born to speak up, born to fight, born to dream in the dead of night. The gifted bipolar writer shining so bright. Never in control, but in control of fate. Learning to navigate through love and hate. Rising above with every twist and turn. Embracing the fire as we watch it burn. Embracing the chaos, finding the light. Breaking the chains, taking flight. Riding the waves with all our might. Writing our story in black and white. Never in control, but in control of fate. Learning to navigate through love and hate. Rising above with every twist and turn. Embracing the fire as we watch it burn. Through the highs and lows, we find our way. In the darkest moments, we still find day. The pen in our hand, the power we hold. The story unfolds as we break the mold. Never in control, but in control of fate. Learning to navigate through love and hate. Rising above with every twist and turn. Embracing the fire as we watch it burn. Through the highs and lows, we find our way. In the darkest moments, we still find day. The pen in our hand, the power we hold. The story unfolds as we break the mold. To the one. Race for lift off. The rafters are coming undone. Exercising the system, but different perspective, a different view. Delivering that universal joy that's long overdue. 'Cause if you hear me, psych up the mode. This is Aaron Gibson, Soul and Live Fight. Gladiator, Hulk heart ready to explode. Box with speakers blasting, pumpkin and Lexi pumping in the air. That pounding in your chest, emitting from within. Cue the trumpets in your solar flare. Momentum growing like a Titan's wrath. Crowd building it up now. It's awake and let's get on with the show. As if you hear me, psych up the mode. This is Aaron Gibson, Soul Man Live. Gladiator, Hulk hard, ready to explode. Groovy jukebox with speakers blasting, funky scene pumping in the air. That pounding in your chest, emitting from within. Cue the trumpets in your solar flare. Here comes the intro with the soul style beat. The wait is all over now, igniting the phoenix is what we see. As if you hear me, psych up the mode. This is Aaron Gibson, Soul Man Live. Gladiator, Hulk hard, ready to explode. Groovy jukebox with speakers blasting, funky scene pumping in the air. That pounding in your chest, emitting from within. Cue the trumpets in your solar flare.
It's Saturday night and we are live from New York State. Here's your host, Nicole Angai-Galindo.
What, sweet Mary Mother of Pearl, what are you doing? Nick, what are you doing?
Oh.
Hey, do I get some of those? What are you doing? How come you're not sharing?
Well, it's the late night mental health talk show, right?
It's a smash up night, though.
But,
It is literally the meeting of Friday night and Saturday night, or Saturday night meets Friday night.
But I'm hungry, and I gotta go to bed right after. Give me 1 second.
Wait. But did you save me one?
Oh, I still got half. Do you want it?
Oh, wrong way. Give me that. No.
Oh.
No.
I really don't want to.
Never mind. Happy Saturday night. How you doing? Why are you?
We're here. It's Saturday night. Yay!
Why are you in PJs again?
Because it's gonna be late when we're done, and I gotta go to bed. You know your little sister doesn't stay up late. Like I'm an old fart. Like 9:13, I have to be in bed. Come on.
Sweet Mary Mother of Pearl. The thing
How
is
many
that
hours are you ahead of me? How many hours are you ahead of me?
I am 2 hours ahead of you. It is currently 6:10. We're just getting the night started.
Well, it's 8:10, and by the time we're done here, it's going to be 9:10, and I have 3 minutes to get to bed. You know why? Because when I text you tomorrow morning at my 6 o'clock, and it's your 4 o'clock, and you're going, bing, 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 it's too early, Nick. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's been a few years. You think I would have got that by now?
Yeah, but we've learned a long way, haven't we?
I share my collector's Care Bear with you. Look, he even lights up in the dark.
Light him.
Ooh.
That is so epic. I seriously, I seen one of those at Walmart the one time, and I was I was very tempted to buy it. It was like $10 Canadian, and I was like,
It's not collectors anymore, though, unfortunately, because I busted them out of the box, and I was wondering why there was a piece of paper stuck in there. I guess it was a certificate of authenticity.
well, he's definitely an authentic bear. What does he feel like? Because not everybody gets a chance to open the box. So why don't you tell everybody at home what it is?
He's soft and squishy, and actually, I could feel his eyes, the outline of them. I should have brought my other one, the one that I've had since I was 11, my Sleepy Bear. My Sleepy Bear, I'm 49, and I got him when I was 11. How old is he? Can you do that math? It's too late for me.
I can't math right now. Mathing is not going to happen for me.
22, 11, 21, 31,
You
41.
we should take a moment to just, by the way, I think we're live, and I think we should take a moment to acknowledge everybody that's up there and get the old banners going saying, welcome to Nick Never in Control, the live show. Let's get that spin up there.
Cute.
Wow, there we go. See, we're working now. We're
You won't be
working.
mad with me if Baby Sister fires you as my executive remote producer. How could you not tell me we're live? Like, dude, really?
I have one response to that.
Oh. Hello and welcome to another episode of Nick Never in Control. It is so wonderful to have you all here tonight. I hope everyone's enjoying their summer. Yes, Big Brother has let me know how brown I look. I have been taking advantage of the sun, and the bugs have been taking advantage of me. It was a very natty day out today, and so I looked up this all natural like remedy thingy for the bugs, well, for the mosquitoes, and it works. It is a couple of drops of peppermint oil mixed in with coconut oil, and I put it all over me, and they stay away. But guess what I learned today? Whoa, that's a big comment there.
Whoa, big comment going up and down. Thanks, Gregory.
Gregory, I did see the post on ADA. Thank you so much for supporting and celebrating the American Disabilities Act Day today. And yes, that is a near and dear topic to my heart, to Aaron's heart. Everyone knows how much we support people who are differently abled, because we too are differently abled. We are differently able because of the diagnosis that we have, but we're here to chill out with you Saturday night, and you know what? We can have some fun.
We are. We're gonna dive back. We're gonna. You're with the Mad Hatter, so now we get to go for a little dive down the rabbit hole of the last 3.5 years. So we talked about this a little bit too, and like it was. We had to take a moment to actually look back and through our messages actually find our first kind of conversation, and that was only the first conversation after you and I had bonded on being on your voice, your vibe, which was kind of the first little surprise that I wanted to gift everybody with, because being the big brother, I have gotten an opportunity to see Nick evolve. Oh, thank you so much, Jason. I've seen Nick evolve from literally, and we started at this at the same time, and we were crawling and we had no clue of what we were doing. And first rule out of both of our mouths is we're throwing the damn rule book out of the window. We're not going to comply with algorithm demands. We're not going to comply with what people wanted. And the cool thing about this is that was the beginning of the friendship, of that bond, of just getting to communicate with one another, getting to understand one another. So Nick, take us back. What was your first, I want to go back. I will tell my first initial thoughts when I got a chance to meet you, but what were your first initial thoughts when we first crossed paths?
Oh, I don't get to start from here? Okay.
Well, we can start wherever you want. It's your show. I'm just the
My memory absolutely sucks. Tonight is our show. It is a complete 50-50 smash up. And with that being said, Aaron and Aaron have moved. Aaron. Oh God!
Listen, oh God!
They're all. Let me tell you about the time that he was cracking me up because he was sitting here in his studio. It's like, oh, I want to try this thing out on my phone. So he goes and he logs in on his phone, and he's outside, and I'm sitting here, and I'm like, dude, there are two of you on the screen. It was so freaky. But seriously, Aaron and I, and I'm going to start here just for a brief second. When I say 50-50, this is a 50-50. This is what a 50-50 looks like. A real 50-50. Okay. There are days when I'm pestering him to death, and Aaron's just like, okay, we got this. You need this? No problem. Just breathe. And there are days when my bro would be like, sis, you got a couple of minutes? That's just the way we roll. It doesn't matter what time of the day or night it is. It doesn't matter what the topic is. We've been really blessed to have this incredible friendship. There is nothing we don't talk to each other about. There's no crazy way we haven't seen each other, like, rolled out of here all over the place. I'm like, dude, like, seriously, can I put my contact lenses on? And
No.
the collaborations, the bouncing ideas around and off of each other. But Aaron is one of those people that kind of jump started me on LinkedIn. Um, Going way, 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 way back now, which is actually a few years, which is a lot for us, but it's not that long in LinkedIn life. So you and I technically haven't been here in Linky Land that long, Aaron, compared to a lot of people, right?
Absolutely.
Something I learned as time went by. But I was like on a show, I think sometime in February, and I think that we were like, hey, hi, back there. I remember coming to one of your Friday night shows and just being poof, like, poof, what the hell? What the hell is that? After that, I was hooked. And so one Saturday, there my phone, my LinkedIn blings, and it says, hashtag paging Nicole Angai-Galindo. So I'm like, oh, that guy is paging me. Let me go see what's up. And with that, I ended up jumping on to Voice Your Vibe with Brian Shulman and Nancy Deborah Barrows. Well, I gotta tell you, and I wrote about this, by the way, in their anthology on Voice Your Vibe, which came out this year. That one, I'm one of the bubbles in there, and so is Aaron, because I got onto that show, and within the first 3 minutes, I was like, what the hell is this? Is this a circus? I was like, what? Since the stage has got like 6 people on it, this guy's on there with like yellow, poofy, curly hair and these big glasses, and Nancy's got like these fairy wings, and Brian's just Brian. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Well, let me tell you something. After a few minutes, I just started to crack up. And I kind of went from, huh, to, oh my God, this is freaking hilarious. And I'm like laughing. There, for the first time, I met Jenny Gold. She's in her wheelchair and she's doing her arm exercises. And, I'm like doing my arm exercises with her and everything. I just got myself lost for that time that I was there. And, I think on Wednesdays and Saturdays, if I didn't show up, I would always get paging Nicole Angai-Galindo. And I would show up. And one of the things I super fell in love with that show is they would always play this song called You Are Somebody. And I would sing the song, and they would encourage you to tag people out that you want to say to them. So I would like tag my friends and be like, you are somebody. Omar, I see you. You are somebody. Robert Murray, I don't know you. You said you lost touch, but you know what? You are somebody too. And that's kind of like how it went. And what ended up happening is it built such a camaraderie. It was the first time I felt like such a part of a community. But Aaron and I, in particular, just seemed to align. And we could tell just from the comments that we were both making. You could always spot out of the 10 comments, that one comment that really registers with you. It was that one. And he'll take it from here, because then I ended up a guest on his show, and that just honestly, that jump-started my whole LinkedIn career.
That it was the beginning for us both, because I've been adopted in by Brian and Nancy into the Positive Vibe tribe, and we're actually going to even one up. We're just going to read. We highly encourage you. This book is available on Amazon. Shout out to Voice Your Vibe and Brian and Nancy. But we're going to take a quick moment, because this is what big brothers do. We take a moment to look and reflect upon our baby sisters. And so we're going to just read the first portion of this chapter for everyone here. Voice Your Vibe. Oh, cool. What on earth? Yep, that was my first thought when I jumped on to check out Voice Your Vibe live. My ears were immediately assaulted with a cacophony of noise. My eyes, and oh my eyes, as I sat there taking it all in during the first 5 minutes of the show, I thought to myself, I've never had a seizure before. That was the intro to Nicole's chapter, and her chapter was called Voice Your Vibe. Oh, cool. What on earth? Definitely check out the story. Oh, like if you thought that was funny, you've got to read the rest of the chapter and the impact that, of course.
Oh my god! Like seriously, bro, I can't believe when I submitted that chapter that they would like, ping, kickback. You can't put that. But seriously, that was like I just explained to you guys, and it's so funny because I'm hearing him read that back to me, and I haven't read that since I wrote it, right? Because you
Yeah,
got the book, and now you're reading everyone else's stories. You're not reading your own story. You wrote the story, but you just brought me back, and I remember like literally, like if that soul and the life back there start to flash, I'd be like, bro. Like I don't know if I'm gonna have a seizure. Like I've never had one, and I know one about to find out. But that's how it was with that show. Everybody was talking, laughing, music was playing. Who's jumping here? Who's jumping there? Like my eyes were like, and that's how the craziness started. Um, and we're seeing all you guys out there, like
we
this.
are. I know I've been a little bit neglectful because I started telling everybody about kind of. I wanted to share that portion of the chapter with everyone because it literally when I have those moments that I need and I know that you're busy, I'll take a quick read at that chapter and I just start giggling so badly. Because again, we started off, we're still in the scheme of things, we're still very fresh and new to this. Only 3.5 years in. Now, granted, we've hit kind of a milestone, and I wanted to give a big shout out to you on that because typically, most content creators after the first couple of years drop. And we've watched a lot of people come and go, doing their own thing, living their own lives, and it's interesting that again we still rise, we're still here, we're committed to seeing our dreams and realities come true. So for me, it wasn't until like again we had connected, we were chatting back and forth after Voice Your Vibe, and then Voice Your Vibe had to go on hiatus because they both dearly needed, and we want them to come back so badly. But when all in good time, when they're ready, when they're recovered, and when they're through everything that they need to get through, they're doing good. Just because I check in on them, just letting everybody know they're okay. They're okay. It's this again. Life changes and it shifts, and they have changed and shift to accommodate what's going on in their world. But that was the beginning, and then when they took that break, I was left going, well, what's everybody to do? What are we going to do from here? Because this was our normal gathering for so long, and we were going to honor and respect that space that they need because they committed a lot, doing 2 shows a week, like over 5 years, over 250 episodes, like.
Madness.
And
Wow.
we just do our shows, and 10 hours for my show on occasion. Back in the day, it used to be about 10 hours for your show. We've worked on it, we've learned, we've cut that down. But for me, it was the first Soul Man Live with Jenny Gold, and there I am. I'm doing the broadcast, and I mean, it was Jurassic Park that night. I was hitting the ground running just like I did at Podfest when I was learning through Brian and Nancy. But I hit the ground running, and first off the hop, I think I came on muted, and then I got phone calls from everybody saying unmute, and I'm like, oh, okay, let's try this again. Oopsies, sorry.
We
Here
had
we
a
go.
problem in my show too. The second one, we did have a problem. That was
Right.
me.
Well, and that was the occasion. This is the part where I wanted to bring up right next is first off, there was one individual in the crowd throughout the whole thing that was showing up and was being authentic and genuine, and that was Nicole. She was pouring her heart out and being very vulnerable because we were talking about again the disabilities of Lyme's disease about with Jenny. And it was literally that moment that when we were doing the show that I seen your comments and I was like, you're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Hashtag all rights reserved to them. That's not mine, but your heart shone and it was selfless and you were fearless at the same time in displaying the warrior that you are, which instantly again created that synergy between us both because we had both climbed out of some serious stuff and
Yep.
we're rebuilding ourselves at that point in time. So it was literally like we were plopped in the Linky Land world, together as little babies with
Yeah.
some big diapers, and we had to learn to take our bumps along the way and start to learn from others on how they cultured things and did things. And then where we always came eye to eye was, again, every time that we talked. We were authentic. We were genuine. What you guys see on screen is exactly the way that Nicole and I talk behind the scenes. So you're going to see that. Yeah, I just said it. There's a behind the scenes. This is the behind the scenes. We are the exact same people every time that we show up, whether it be live or anywhere else. Go ahead.
You're the only one that could get away with me. First of all, I never spent 10 hours on my show. Okay, he spent 10 hours on my show. I just show up. Hey, listen, I'm owning it all day long. I just show up. So, he's the only one that could get away with this crap. So he makes one of those like nicking out moment videos. And of course, like I see it up here. And I seen it because I do see them before. But sometimes I'm not even paying that much attention. Oops. Because he knows I trust him. But at the end of the day now, it was a video and I'm walking and I'm saying something. And the stupid captioning was like, I'm pissing something. And he put it up there. And then he's like, I'm like, did you just put that? Did you? Oh.
It's funny that you bring that up, Nick, because strangely enough, what does Big Brother have queued? And we're going to bring that little segment up, and we're going to talk about that segment right now. Absolutely. So what we're going to do is we're not, if everybody wants in the comments, please let us know. We'll play maybe the video at the very end, but we're going to pull this up and we're going to do a little walk by walk, play by play of the video of some of the certain moments that we have literally caught one another and explain what is actually going on in the video. So you're going to get kind of the director's cut of what we're talking about in the background here. So
dude,
let's bring it up.
I'll be a director's cut. Did you ask me about this first? You didn't clear this.
It's the same video, but we're just going to talk about what's going on in the picture. We're going to talk about what's happening in the picture. So
you're really
challenging this, brother. And we're going to bring up. We're going to make sure that it's muted here so that we can just get. We're going to play it, but we're going to play it a little bit differently, and we're going to freeze frame some stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrub through it here. And we're going to kind of get through to the first part. All right, here we go. So this would be the first initial conversation that I had with Nick. This is the talk of, I want to start my live show. I really want to, these are the things that I want to do. And thank you for being patient and just telling me to wait until it was time. She was so happy in this picture. I mean, that message, she was so happy again that she had spent the time, she had gotten comfortable, and she was ready to start her live show. So I had to capture that in this video. So there's a little bit of background behind the scenes of what you guys don't know what goes into some of these videos. So we're going to scrub a little bit further. All right. Oh, wait, here. We're just going to see if there we can mute it. All right. So here we go. Next shot, Nick. What's going on here? What moment is this?
That's me in urgent care. I was in urgent care. I don't remember why now. And
COVID time? Wasn't it COVID time?
Oh, it could have been it wasn't COVID time. That's why I got a mask on, but I don't remember why I was there. I was there for some other reason, not COVID. And damn, man. Like I'm never sending you any videos anymore, like ever.
It was funny too, because I was like, you know what, sis, if we're going to be doing the show together, we've got to have some content between the two of us. But I've tried to capture very awkward moments with me too, which brings us to that little point, and we're going to scrub forward to it. Here we go. So we're going to get forward to it. All right. So we're going to come back. We're going to come back. They're going to come back to. So there's a moment of Aaron's response to what's going on. All right. With the current hairstyle. That was an interesting morning. But let's get to this little section right here. Right here. We're going to break this down. All right. So video editing as the producer, you know what? There's some interesting and awkward moments that you run through. And sometimes when you do lyrics up or trying to put words to what's being said on screen for everybody to read a little bit easier, the captions, as it were. Sometimes the AI doesn't read very correctly. And so there I was the one evening, literally, Nick has done one of her, and we're going to get to the story soon, is broski. And now there's a little thing that I've learned after the last 3.5 years with Nick, is that when she calls you broski, it means that I'm a little bit concerned here because I've kind of forgot to mention something, and I need you to do something very quickly for me. And so I hear the broski, can you do this? And it's literally about maybe an hour that I need, and maybe about an hour usually is about when she needs it for. And I'm like, I'm traveling or I'm doing this. And oh, crap. So literally, I'm doing the editing this evening. And what happens is literally the next screen pops up for me, which is, of course, this next one, which you see. Hold on. There we go. Oh, here we go. Right here. And so I'm doing the editing, and I'm literally this was pretty much the response that I gave as I'm doing the editing of this video last minute, and I almost sent this to her. I almost sent this to her as her video. So that's why you got this next response. Hold on. Oh crap. Did I just I didn't do that. I didn't do that. And of course Nick is doing, oh my God. And I'm like, oh, we're just gonna shake it up. We're gonna shake it off. And of course, there it is, the infamous, and you hear her say it all the time. And there used to be a rule on her audio room. All right, that wait, go back. She used to have a rule in her audio room that there was no sorry. So I literally created this little meme of her right here. Sorry. And how often do you say it now?
Yeah, and not very often. And you throw it at me in our WhatsApp messages every time I write sorry. It comes back to me. Man, you
take it over, sis. There we go. There's some breakdown, play-by-play. Anything of the video that you'd like to walk through?
I just want to say you are taking me back like crazy. You know, I'm looking at the comments out there, you know, and people that I've known a while, not as long as you. People that, you know, I've known for a short while, like Sharon Rose, I met just recently. And Leslie and I as well, you know, last year, we don't know each other as long as we've known each other, but she and I have grown very close. And then I'm looking at, you know, Trini Lisa Fevek out there. And it's just, you know, LinkedIn has become such an interesting playground. And I will
was
say,
that you or was that me?
That was me scrolling
okay.
on my touch screen and oops.
I was like, the gremlins are back on LinkedIn.
No, that was me. My bad.
Okay.
But yeah, so and hi Joe and Jason, and I just want to say thank you, Joe. You think that I look cute tonight? Look what I have. Do you have the green one? Sorry, I did just throw a little personal out there, but she'll get it. Yeah, I just want to thank you all for being here because you guys actually have walked parts of this journey with myself. You've walked parts of this journey with Aaron, and now you're walking parts of this journey with both of us. And it's not the first time both of us have been on screen like this. But we've been on screen in other contexts with other guests. But one-on-one like this to say, you know what, we're going to come to you and we're going to bring you our story. This is the real story behind everything. Like the videos and the catching each other in the bloopy moments. To others, it's bloopy moments, right? To us, it's just normal moments. This is just like normal moments in our life. So, you know, dive in deep a little bit here. There are tons of people that you meet on LinkedIn. Some will just be a hi, hello, and, you know, you might cross paths with them again 3 years later, and you go back and you look at your DM and you're like, holy crap, the last time I said hi to this person was like 8 months ago, right? And then you have those people that you connect with almost daily, and, you know, you talk to them on the phone, and, you know, you text back and forth. Believe it or not, as close as Aaron and I are, I mean, when I say close, I mean close that my husband likes Aaron a lot. My husband is, and Jason and Joe met him last weekend. He's somewhat quiet and shy, somewhat reserved, and he doesn't trust easily. So I lead with trust. He's like Mr. No, they gotta gain my trust. And he will come back stage like this with us, and he would say, hey Aaron, bro, what's up, blah blah blah, and they blah blah blah. And then he'd be like, good luck guys, have a good show. You know, I tell him, I was like, oh, Aaron sent big burly hugs. He's like, okay. You know,
he's a man's man. I'm still gonna
Yeah.
wrap him up in big burly hugs when
Yeah,
I see him. Though.
he's gonna get that bear hug one day and he's gonna pick up off the floor. He's gonna be like, I could see him being all awkward. But the thing is, you know me, I'm very blunt in my talk, right? So as a woman out there on social media, one, um, even just what she wears could be looked at a certain way. Even the way she makes her face up could be looked at a certain way. Let's be real here. So now you get somebody like me who's on here and she talks about everything. I mean, there ain't anything that I don't talk about in my real life that I don't talk about on here. That's the God's honest truth. It's out there in all of my chapters, right? So the fact that I could put myself out 100% as authentically who I am, and that my husband could be 100% cool with, he's not even on LinkedIn. He's on Facebook, so he could check out Marketplace. I was teasing him. I'm like, ooh, you're supporting my posts lately on Facebook. You do know everybody's going to know you're here now, right? But a big part of all of this comes back to this guy here. Because you see, he always knows that he's looking out for me. That's like an unspoken male, I see you, brother,
Camaraderie.
above my head that I'm not seeing, right? That he's always protecting me, right? I get the little notes. I get the little, sis, you need to be looking at this right now. Sis, you need to be hearing this right now. And that's where these relationships go so much further than the screen. I've not met Aaron in real life yet. It's been 3 times.
We've been this close.
Okay.
This close every time.
Just send me a message. He's going to be in Ontario soon. And I am not crossing that border going to Canada. My sister's going to come in another week. So, look at how close we are. We keep getting this close. I've been there the last 2 Christmases. But, and I'm like, bro, will we do drive over? Gee, Nick, Canada's kind of like, as big as the States. Hello. It's like, I'm not really next door. Oh.
I remember that. Now you do remember that when you literally messaged. So how long of a drive would it be for you to travel from your place to my place? And I'm like, oh damn. Yeah, that's gonna be. We're gonna probably maybe. I think we timed it out. It would be 5.5 days or 6 days of like solid traveling.
Look at that. So, I'm like hours. You're like days. You see, that's to tell you how much I listen. That's the other forgiving thing about him. He knows that it's not that I'm not listening. It's that I don't retain. Like, I seriously don't retain certain things. And he never gets mad with me about it. He'll just tell me again. He never gets mad. And there's something to be said for you just really being able to be you, that like I'm holding the phone and I'm like, hang on a second. Wait. I'm like, okay, I'm back. What? I would, what I would love to see in the comments? I would love to see any 2 people within the comments who feel that, they have established this type of friendship that we have here, right? Shout out the person in the comments, even if they're not here. Shout out that person and be like, listen, you are that go-to LinkedIn friend that I have, that above all, I would be like, you know what? If I could meet one person, hug one person, that's going to be the person. Because that's the person here on screen with me right now, right? So, like, shout that out in the comments. Like, I really want to see who that person is. And, like, when you shout them out, put in there, like, 3 things that you just adore about them. Like, for me, I could tell you right off the bat, Aaron's sense of humor. Oh, my God. Like, I take myself very seriously sometimes, more than people will realize. And he is really good at making sure that I don't take myself. Like, don't do that. I have cookies in my teeth and I can't laugh right now. He's really good.
What?
He's really good at making sure that I laugh. He seems to have this 6th sense. He seems to know when something's awry with me. He just knows. I'll just get a text. Tanya says, everyone in the 2350 network. Oh my God, now that's amazing. Because I wouldn't say that it's every single day that you meet somebody that you could like deeply get to know, and for you to feel that way about a whole bunch of people, support friendship and kindness. That is amazing. I don't know where my soul man went. Hello?
I was having a
Oh
Nick
my
moment with my hair. I figured I'd join you. I was gonna have if you couldn't have bad hair alone, so I had to do something. Broski,
Are you trying to say there's
Broski,
something wrong with
I
my
need a
hair
video.
tonight?
What's that?
What's that? You
What?
trying to say something's wrong with my hair tonight?
No, remember from the video. I was just showing. Here, we'll pull it up. We'll do a lookalike
No,
contest.
no, that's enough.
Here we go.
Enough.
Here it is. There we go. There's the lookalike, and this is what I'm trying to replicate right in this moment in time. I
Okay,
am
look.
wearing the big sunglasses because Nick does, and with love. This is not a make fun of thing, but she generally has like these big, beautiful glasses. I didn't have anything like that, so these are my next best things. But I've definitely
Okay,
tried to
so, like,
replicate the hair. There we go.
This look like that here, just a different color.
Right? We could
Oh.
we could really spin it up and start doing
My
the old
hair
cousin
smells
it
really
thing.
good. Oh yeah, I just shampooed it. Anyway.
See, this is how we fly. This is literally what is happening on behind the scenes of every show.
Let's see what Charles has to say. Leslie Flowers have had 3 wishes. Can't read. 3 wishes. My first would be to have you, Nick, Aaron fly to Costa Rica for the weekend at Charlie's. I think there's something up there blocking.
Oh, hold on a sec. I'll get rid of that. We're gonna fix that. We're gonna get this back to this.
Yes, we would
we
do
go.
very special episodes of Nick and Soulman Live, featuring Charles Phillips and the cows, the vecinos, the neighbors. Okay, listen. Oh my
Wait,
god!
you got time for a joke? You want to hear a joke? Okay, this one's, and Charles should enjoy this one. All right, what does a cow sound like traveling at 500 kilometers an hour?
At what?
What does a cow sound like traveling at 500 miles per hour? What's a cow sound like traveling that fast?
Moosh.
Very close. Moo.
Get out of here! My answer was better.
Moosh definitely works. I've never heard a cow. Moosh.
Oh, look at his
Moosh.
comment. Listen, we're grateful for you too, because I already told you that it is on my list that I have to figure out how to come see you before the end of this year, which means that Aaron's gonna have to fly stateside. Because we're gonna have to do that. Listen, I love that people are putting the comments in here. Like, seriously, I have met so many awesome people on here that, have become very close to me. And like Jason, for example, Leslie, for example. Yes, he does know me. He is an empath. And he's not just like that with me. He's like that with a lot of people. Because part of being big brother and little sister are not just what goes on between us, but what we observe going on out there too. Okay, so it is normal for one of us to send the other a message and say, hey, did you hear from so-and-so lately? Like, I feel like so-and-so hasn't been around. And then one of us to be like, oh, yeah, she's not been feeling really well. Oh, yeah, he's got some stuff going on. Oh, okay. And then we leave it there. That's very important. We'll leave it there. Unless the other one volunteers information, we don't ask. You see, that's something that people don't understand. We could be as open as we are with each other and care about each other deeply, but we didn't have to set boundaries with each other. We know there are boundaries, and we respect those boundaries, and we don't cross those boundaries, right? And that comes down to basic human decency, always wanting to treat people the way you would want to be treated. And it does not mean that occasionally we don't step on the line. And one of us might be like, I don't know, that doesn't sound like you, Nick. Yo, bro, you cool? Okay, it happens, but very rarely. And that's another big thing. You see, Aaron and I have big goals. Our goals are to ourselves, to each other, to everyone. So there are tons of goals, right? And we know very well that we cannot accomplish those goals, any of them, if we, as it is, we're going to have rough days. Days that we're down, days that mentally we're struggling, and we need the pick me up, right? whether from each other or someone else. Um, but we understand certain things. One, dragging people through the mud, uh-uh. Kicking people out of the trenches so they get shot, uh-uh. Ooh, could I say that on StreamYard? Shot? Anyway.
It's okay. Well, no, we can't blip it out. It's live. We're gonna move along though. No, keep going. Keep going. We're just gonna forget you said that though.
Like,
what?
you know,
Squirrel.
we understand that social media is a lot like real life. People's tongues get wagged, and I will say it, I don't care. People's tongues get wagged. People could get jealous of seeing other people doing well. Some people could feel overlooked, even unintentionally. All sorts of things can happen, right? But clear communication. If you are in a friendship with someone and you truly lead with trust, then you are not going to have a problem saying what you feel at the moment that you feel it. Now, I don't mean the moment you feel it like react and blow up, but I'm saying you will not hold on to it and allow it to suck the life out of you, because you have so much else you need to do with your life. You will find a way to communicate that with that person and move on, because there's just too much to do. The goal is much bigger than ourselves, much bigger than that. So it needs the majority of our time. I feel like I talk a lot. I do talk a lot. Holy crap.
No, I disagree. It's one of the things I admire the most about you is, again, and it makes me giggle because there's been so many times, like I remember right at the very beginning of our friendship, you would literally, it wasn't a rant. It was just like, this is your blast. This is your current blast of what's going on out there. How do you deal with this? What, would have been your approaches and stuff like that. And when you get into that blast mode, you're like, again, you're like, am I making sense? And I'm like, you're making better sense than half of the people used to work with at that time. Almost screwed that one up. That was much love to my current company, but the people I used to work with, yeah, you were talking much clearer. And it comes down to that again, the respect, the honor. If you're going to call, and I mean, it used to be, and it was in your chapter as well, as used to be my lady. And there's the first story. There we go. We're going to bring up why do I use the word milady? Milady is the only term that does not refer to a lady into their marital status. It is a respect and honor of the entity themselves, not according to marital status. So milady is that respect you play. And I encourage a lot of people out there, spend this week, watch the reaction when you say milady to a female counterpart. Yeah, really appreciate that, milady. Thank you.
Yes.
It literally can change a person's day. And the same thing, like if I see, a brother walking down the street, he's got a really cool t-shirt on. Dude, that t-shirt's Mac. Like that's, where'd you find that? Right? Now, you call a guy sir. Most guys call, sir. That's pretty commonplace, but that's, again, ladies deserve that same sort of dignitary status, which is milady. So it's respect. It's showing honor for that person. And that's where we then moved from milady to sis. And that was after we finally started to see some of the heat and some of the things that we could see out in Linky land. And granted, not everything is gumdrops and lollipops. But we showed up authentic to one another all the time. And we were candid with one another all the time. But like, even if there was frustrations, I've never gotten that frustrated with you. There's been moments of concern, which I always make sure that, again, if I'm not saying something to you to keep you from harm's way, then that means that maybe that level of care and concern isn't there for you at that point in time. And I care and concern about you. So that's why you get the checking in, checking up. How you doing? And again, I do read that energy that's out there, and I'll be sitting there and I'll be going, there's a disturbance in the forest kind of idea. And
no, but that's like, that's what I mean.
I will. I'll pinpoint it and I'll be like, no, when was the last time I talked to Nicole? And you get into understanding each other's patterns and behaviors. And that's where, again, our communications really evolved, and where we're able to, again, we have that level, and a big, much love to Marcos. Marcos knows that I watch after Nick. like he's there. When Marcos isn't here, then there's Big Brother watching, and Nick is in safe space, and she is respected and honored, and that will be maintained with integrity and extreme prejudice if anybody decides to cross that line.
Is that a
Literally,
warning?
I am very protective of those in my inner circle because, again, we've been there for one another through a lot of stuff and learning all
Yeah.
the ropes, which I'm looking at the time here. We're not going to be able to get into some of the things, but what I do want to do real quickly, and then let you, again, resume control, is there's one thing that I really wanted to share with you before the night was over.
Okay.
And it is the growth that you have come across, like the growth I've watched you have, because it's one thing to grow through something, and it's another one to see another person's perspective on it, which is kind of where the mashup comes in tonight, where my sister is the detailed one that gets right into the detailed stories. She literally does the written version of Soul Man Live in a fashion. She takes everybody's story and she allows it to enable other people to try and reach out or better their world. There might be something in there. And when it all first started off very small, but then this happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember this, Nick?
Yeah.
Wasn't that long ago, really, wasn't it? Remember the
No,
work that you
it
put into
feels,
this?
you know what? It feels like ages ago, and I've been doing this forever. And then I was recently interviewed for Bold Journey magazine. And so when I was answering the interview questions, um, a lot came to light. I I was listing everything. I was like, wait a minute, that was December 23. I'm not at December 25 yet. I've not even been, I'm getting doing this like for 18 months, and um, shit, it didn't feel like that. I didn't stop to backtrack. Um, yeah, yeah.
You plugged ahead. You forged a new path the way that you wanted to go. You told me your dream. We were making your dream come true. We're going to do your live show, and then you're going to get into publishing. And then what just happens? Not only did that happen, but then all of a sudden, now this happens.
Yeah. And you
The
remember,
Legacy
like,
Chronicles has begun.
do you remember like in the beginning, I think for like about maybe 10 shows, guys, I went backstage on Soul Man Live, and Aaron like was like, press all the buttons you want. I was petrified I was gonna hit end live. I gotta tell you, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna end this guy's live show. Um, but that's how I learned, because like he literally said, Nick, you go back, even just go in the studio. He's like, press buttons, put things on stage, take things off stage, try the different views. Um, and then the first few shows, I was a nervous wreck. I couldn't even get through, I think, like half of the show before my mind was reeling. I was exhausted. Everything else. And at the end, he like always told me, it's like that for everyone in the beginning. You're gonna get to a point where that hour's gonna go so quick, you're gonna be like, wait a minute, I have a lot more to say. Um, and he's like, it's normal to feel drained like that after a show, Nick. And there was so many little things that I didn't really understand. Um, and I used to feel like I can't do this. Like after every show, I used to be like, was that okay? Was that okay? And he would not only encourage me, but one of the things that I love about Aaron, he will speak truth to my face all day long. Not in a upsetting way, but he would flat out tell me, he'd be like, sis, listen, And he told me, he's like, all right, so here's what I need you to do. I need to look back at this section. I need you to see where blah, blah, or where your voice went down and dropped, or where, like, anything, right? Little things. Um, and to have somebody be able to critique your, I don't want to say performance, because obviously it's not performance, but you know what I'm trying to say, and give you honest feedback, okay? Because they
Constructive
want
criticism.
to improve, right? Do you know what Aaron has told me a lot in the last 6 months? And is a big reason why I'm even more open than I used to be. At every show, Aaron tells me, Nick, Just go out there and be yourself. There have been times I've been guest on shows where he said to me, "Bloop, what was that? What happened?
That wasn't
You
Nick.
weren't Nick. Something was wrong. You were not Nick. He's told me that. Let go and be Nick. That's who you need to be. When you are, you don't run out of things to say. And that's what Aaron has helped to bring out in me. So you see somebody that's confident today, that knows what she's about. This didn't happen overnight. It happened with the help of a lot of people. And this guy is instrumental in all of that. My husband can't support me in this way because he's not in this space, right? So it's very different. Um, anyway, I can't believe we are where we are at with time. I have enjoyed this so much. I want to tell you, you made me laugh. You really brought me back. You know, I look at the both of us and the awards and the recognition and the magazine articles and the so much has happened.
Right. I
And
mean, and it's been mutually reciprocated. That book right there, that was my first time becoming an author, and literally skyrocketed me into a new level.
yeah,
The one thing I got to show you, and I don't have them all here, is all I can say is look at you, sis. There's one, there's two, there's three, and then there was a trilogy that I don't yet have access to, but we're working on that. That's 6 books. 6 books in a year and 3/4. That's a lot
yeah,
of work. That's a lot of sacrifice. And I want to make sure that everybody at home knows that you commit your heart and soul just as much as you did at my show to
yeah.
everyone that you come across.
So there's 68 co-authors up on my wall. And Jen Lynn, who does like my Facebook and my LinkedIn banners for me with the faces, I just sent her all the shots. I have 8 more to add. So we're at 76 co-authors now with Guiding Brilliant Writers since December 2023. And next Thursday drops the 4th publication this year by Guiding Brilliant Writers, the 3rd of which is the 3rd for Jack Torrance, indie author. That's coming July 31st. August 19th, and you're going to hear it soon. It was talked about today on Melissa Houston's Coffee Chats this morning, as well as Social Saturday. Felipe Cofino, who is a member of the Guiding Brilliant Writers family, 2-time best-selling author. Felipe is releasing his first children's adventure storybook that I am launching on August 19th. September 19th rolls around Dr. Hudgens in Piece by Piece. October 31st comes Silent Canvas 3. And November comes Legacy 2025.
And you can probably let them know the secret news too about this one, because somebody's just recently signed up for that, didn't they?
Yes, somebody did just recently sign up for that, but I think I'll let you let that one out.
No, you're the publisher. That's your thing. I'm just the producer. You're the publisher.
That recently signed up for 2025?
Who's coming on for the? We just talked the other day. Oh my God.
Yes. Well, you're coming back. That's for sure.
Yes.
You are coming, but bro.
You know what that means? That means hat parties at the Zooms. Hat parties at the Zooms. Hat parties at the Zooms.
You know what? You are banned from the Zooms. These are the meet and greets, professional draft reviews, and the co-authors can't keep their face straight with you. But seriously, guys, yes, I'm thrilled to have Aaron back writing for the 3rd time in Legacy, because when you think about it, year to year, so much has been changing for us. And year to year, we are now side by side in the same book, right? 10 years from now, Aaron and I would have 10 chapters in 10 legacy books written next to each other year by year by year, to see our personal growth, read each other's growth, look back and have fun times about it. You know, Legacy is a great book to write in if you've never written before. It's just a project that's very collaborative, that brings people together and allows you to leave in print what you want to tell a loved one when you're no longer here. Um, anyway, let's get out of this because the show's not meant to be pitchy, but we kind of
it's not pitchy because I'm here, and this is something that you put your heart and soul into everything. And the Legacy Chronicles is very deep and impactful and important to you. That was your first book.
Yeah.
And it's deep and important and impactful for me. And an honor and a privilege that you're having me on board again. So I can't wait to be writing with you again. And I can't wait to just mess up your Zooms because I still do a good production job working in the background, keeping you on your toes.
Yeah, I can't, okay? On the last one, like seriously, on the last one, they were joking who was wearing a hat. One person had a hat, I think one other person. I stepped away to go to the bathroom. I come back. Everybody's got a hat on their head, okay? Some people have a bowl on their head. Some people are wearing their comic t-shirt. I am like, what happened here? The cat's away. Anyway, Big Brother.
We're all a little mad here. That's all I can say. We're all a little mad here.
Big Brother, dearest.
Well,
Baby sister is in deep gratitude to you for far more than the professional space that you hold for my continued growth, but for the personal space that you hold to allow me to be and continue to become.
And you're doing it. You're doing it, and we're doing it together. We are making dreams come to reality, and this dream, I don't want to ever get off this ride. Let's just keep rocking it and see what else is going to show up in the universe.
Absolutely. Listen, he loves me so much, he actually lets me belch on the phone with him. Seriously. I'm not going to do that on camera, though, I promise.
Oh, I've broken wind in front of Nicole.
Well,
pull my finger.
I'm joking, drinking Coke and drinking milk. This cannot be a good combination.
Oh, no.
All right.
Oh.
Well, it's late, and I get to sleep now. And we have to tell all the folks to have a good night. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how
I wonder what you are.
Up above
the
the world so high. Oops.
Oh.
It's time for bed now. Isn't it fun to just play and be a kid?
It is so much. It's just good to be yourself on screen and have a good time and have an authentic, genuine, organic conversation with genuine souls.
Yes. Well, genuine souls, we appreciate you. We love you. And there's so much more to come. And as Nick Never in Control comes back in full swing, give me a wee little bit of time. And Soul Man's also coming back in full swing come the fall. So there's lots going to be happening. But the stage is going to open up for many of you who are there. Because as much as I love seeing your comments, I kind of want to see a face up here with me too. So, wonderful. Have a great night.
And make sure to subscribe to Nicole's YouTube channel at Nick the GBW, and I will make sure to get that link put again into the comments. And I believe that you've even got it on your post now that we've done some training on that.
Yes, you've been training me. And yours? What's yours, sir?
Oh, mine is Aaron Gibson SML at Aaron Gibson SML on YouTube.
That's right. That's right. Hey, Marissa, glad to see you popped in. All right. I woke up at 2 a.m., so I'm going to be comatose for a few hours. Okay, Charles. I see. We did just sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. You want Rockabye Baby? I don't know what you want next. All right, guys, listen, we got to go. It's been real. We've had so much freaking fun. I hope that you were not only entertained, but picked up all the little golden nuggets that we were dropping down. This is, we have one shot at life. One. Nobody's going to tell you. I'm certainly going to be the one up here telling you what to do with it. That's your choice. But I do advise you to do at least one thing, which is love and open yourself to being loved. That's it. Love and open yourself to being loved in this world. Every goddamn thing else will fall into place. It does after that. It really does.
Aw, big burly hugs. I love you, sis. Keep rocking it. All right, you ready for that outro? You ready to go to bed? I'm ready to go to bed too. No, actually, no, it's only 7 o'clock here.
I'm ready for bed.
All right, let's roll that outro. Thank you. Keep it luminous and kind, you amazing souls. Take care of one another out there. Proof
Bye,
that a little
everyone.
bit of unconditional love and unquestioned loyalty can take you amazing places. Have yourself a great weekend. And cue it, sis. No, I'll do it. Oh, that's not it. What's going on here?
Really?
Hold on. We're going to fix it. We always fix this, remember? Jurassic Park. Yay.
Green Wall.
Free your mind and open your heart. Loosen control and embrace who you are. Set your soul free to dream. When a new day breaks and you feel you are standing at hell's gate, look back and you will see there is someone waiting for you. He, she, or me. Free your mind and open your heart. Loosen control and embrace who you are. Set your soul free to dream. Free your mind and open your heart. Loosen control and embrace who you are. Set your soul free to dream. These brambles and thorns that impede the path to our greatest selves are but the test to our willingness and strength to find our greatest wealth. Free your mind and open your heart. Loosen control and embrace who you are. Set your soul free to dream. Come dream with me. Come dream with me. Come dream with me. Come dream with me.